Over the past 60 years, Karachi's population exploded from 500,000 to 20 million. And it's struggling to quench its thirst for almost 4 billion liters of water each day.
Okay, you're looking at the Mali River, which is a stormwater drain. I remember seeing water right across from one end to the other end, probably 40 feet deep. It was not a slow-moving river, it was a flash flood.
We have to buy the water through water tankers, and it costs 1,000 rupees or 1,500 rupees, and the water is salty and muddy.
1,000 rupees, the equivalent of $10 for around a month's supply of poor quality water. Today the precious liquid is provided for free by the Water Authority. But most of the time, people like Mohammed and his wife Naila have no other choice but to rely on local gangs.
Water. It's life's most basic need. But there's a water crisis in our world right now. Seriously, a crisis. Nearly 1 billion people live without clean drinking water. It's happening all over the world, especially in developing areas of sub-Saharan Africa, Southeast Asia, and Latin America. It's a water crisis because it starts with water. But water affects everything. Education, health, poverty, and especially women and children. Let's look at a family caught in the water crisis. It's likely they live on less than $1 a day. When they're thirsty, they can't just turn on the faucet for a nice cold glass of water. They don't have a faucet. Instead, the women and children go off to collect water. Many walk up to 3 hours a day to the nearest swamp, pond, or river to gather water that's been sitting out in the open, exposed to all kinds of germs. Time spent gathering water is time they can't spend learning to read, write, earn an income, or take care of their family. Some families know their water is contaminated with germs that cause diarrhea, dehydration, even death. But what choice do they have? Kids, especially babies, are affected most by these germs. About every 19 seconds, a mother loses one of her children to a water-related illness. And each day, almost 1 billion people are living this way.
There are far-flung areas where people have established illegal hydrants, and they sit there with guns. They run these illegal hydrants by using force because our people have no weapons to retaliate.
Death toll in Pakistan's heatwave has soared to over 1,000, with thousands more still being treated despite a gradual drop in temperatures. Most of the deaths were reported in the port city of Karachi in Sindh province. Over 8,000 people have also been affected by heat stroke and dehydration. The local administration in Sindh province has declared a state of emergency, encouraging people to stay indoors. Multiple daily power outages as well as water shortages have also exacerbated the situation.
200 illegal hydrants were shut down, forcing many tankers to get their supply of water the legal way. Here they pay the equivalent of $1 to $2 for 1,000 gallons. But without any control over prices, this water ends up being sold for at least 10 times as much. And in times of water shortages, even residents who are hooked up to the system rely on these tankers.
There is lack of water supply all over Karachi. Today, about 665 million gallons of water come daily into Karachi. And we have just completed a study. That study was done together with the government officials because we work closely with them and we know a number of them very well. And it's been found that about 242 million gallons of water are siphoned daily from the bulk mains, from huge diameter pipes which are from 24 inches to 72 inches diameter. And this bulk supply, which constitutes 41% of the entire supply, generates 50 billion rupees annually. It's a huge operation done by organized group of people who have very good connections with the politicians, with the police, with the military, with the powers.
The water supply should be through pipelines, but it doesn't come through the pipelines. It's closed. We have supply for only 3 days and it's closed for 4 days.
Clean water means less disease. That's less money spent on medicine, which means more money for books and school uniforms. And if the water project is built near a school, it can increase attendance, especially among young girls. The water crisis is vast, but we can solve it. Just $20 can provide one person with access to a clean water project in their village. And this will mean more than clean water. Because water changes everything.
Shortages were a source of anger during the heat wave that hit Karachi earlier this year, killing hundreds. With groundwater supply drying up and desalinization of the Arabian Sea too costly, the future is bleak. Meaning that as Karachi's population continues to grow, affording water is likely to remain a struggle for many of the city's poorest.
Until they get a little help. The water crisis is solvable. There are solutions. Some are brand new and innovative, like water filtration systems. Some are age-old, like drilled or hand-dug wells. These solutions bring clean water much closer to the people who need it. A safe water project near a village restores hours each day to a person's life. This time, it's opportunity. It's freedom to go to school and get an education, to work or start a business, to raise a family.